At 65, I've stopped believing in toughness. The strongest elders I've met didn't lift weights or run marathons. They forgave faster, let go sooner, and knew when to stay still. One of them was Hatsuko, a 97-year-old woman I met in an Okinawan garden. As she trimmed basil with weathered hands, her eyes gleamed with serene joy undimmed by wars, loss, or the passing of time. When I asked her the secret to a long life, she smiled and said, "I became pliable, like tofu. It bends, so it doesn't break." That moment revealed a truth no textbook ever taught me. The longest living aren't the toughest, they're the most adaptable. I call them gentle warriors, those who live long not by resisting life, but by flowing with it. We often view longevity as a battle against time, especially in the West, where aging is framed as something to defy. But in places like Okinawa and Sardinia, elders speak of harmony, not war. A Sardinian baker once told me, "Don't wrestle time, let it guide you." This adaptability rooted in psychological flexibility is a powerful predictor of longevity, science confirms. By releasing bitterness and embracing change, these elders cultivate not just emotional wisdom, but biological vitality, calmer hearts, steadier breaths, and slower aging. The vagus nerve, a quiet pathway from brain to belly, plays a key role. Slow breaths calm the vagus nerve, a long nerve that runs from your brain to your gut like a messenger delivering peace throughout your body. When activated, it lowers your heart rate, quiets inflammation, and helps the body shift from stress to repair. This nerve acts like a bridge, linking your mind and body to regulate stress, heart rate, and digestion. Activated through slow breaths, gentle routines, and forgiveness, it fosters healing and calm, allowing the body to repair itself. One study found that elders practicing gratitude and acceptance had longer telomeres, the DNA caps that slow aging. Gentle warriors live long because they align with life's natural cadence through small, steady ritual sunrise walks, moments of rest, bursts of joy. A 100-year-old fisherman once shared his simple creed: "I eat, I work, I sing, then I nap." No complexity, just presence. Longevity begins not with what you do, but how you are. Are you clinging to tension or easing into peace? Rushing through days or savoring them? Bracing for storms or breathing through them? This is the essence of part one, not toughness, but tenderness, not control, but surrender to what matters. As we embark on the 7 gentle habits, we'll explore how the mind finds ease and the body follows. These habits aren't rules. They're invitations to return to yourself, to stillness, to peace. So take a breath, let it linger. You're not here to outrun time, but to walk beside it. In the next tale, we'll see how long-living elders begin not with diets, but with lighter thoughts. Your journey awaits. Let's walk gently forward. At 65, I've come to see that the heaviest burdens we carry lie not in our hands, but in our thoughts. To live long and light, we must learn to ease these inner weights. In today's longevity tale, I share 3 gentle habits that begin not with diets or steps, but with the heart's quiet clarity. When I met Mr. Yamada, a 101-year-old peeling an orange in tranquil silence, I asked how he felt at such an age. He smiled and said, "Lighter than at 70. Back then, I carried guilt and old stories. Now I can only hold sunlight." His words unveiled the first habit. Habit number 1. Make peace with the past. We tidy our homes, but rarely our hearts, clinging to grudges like treasures or regrets like debts. The longest-living elders don't erase their past, they reconcile with it. Through forgiveness or time, they dull the edges of old wounds, leaving minds clearer and sleep deeper. Science shows that chronic stress from unresolved emotions raises cortisol, aging every cell. But releasing these burdens calms the body, slowing the heart and lifting the spirit. A 95-year-old woman in Kyoto shared her practice. Each year she writes a letter to someone she once resented, burns it by her garden, and waters the soil with green tea. "The anger grows into vegetables," she laughed. "You can start simply. Each evening, reflect on one memory and ask, does this pain still fit who I am? Write it down, breathe it out, or let it fade. Your body will feel the difference. Habit number 2. Embrace a slower pace. The long-living move through life unhurried, savoring mornings and letting evenings arrive in their own time. In a bustling Tokyo office, I met Hana, a 45-year-old manager who began pausing during her lunch breaks. Instead of eating at her desk, she walks to a nearby park, chews slowly, and watches the leaves. "I used to rush," she said, "but now I breathe, and I smile more." Her calmer days reflect a body at ease. Slowness signals safety to your nervous system, easing digestion, curbing inflammation, and sharpening presence. You don't need grand changes. Chew thoughtfully, walk without a phone, or let your tea cool a moment longer. In that pause, you'll rediscover joy and the life you nearly hurried past. Habit number 3. Seek quiet moments. Quiet isn't an escape, it's where the mind settles and heals. In the heart of Chicago's Loop District, Elena, a 52-year-old paralegal, began a lunch ritual that changed her energy. Instead of scrolling through headlines or answering emails, she steps into a small courtyard behind her office, sits on a stone bench, and listens to the wind move through the ivy. "It's just 10 minutes," she said, "but it feels like I've stepped out of the storm." That pause, short but sacred, eased her migraines and improved her sleep. The world around her didn't slow, but her nervous system did. A Costa Rican woman watches sunsets in silence, calling it hearing the light. These pauses soothe the vagus nerve, lowering blood pressure and clearing mental fog. More than that, they let you hear your body's whispers. "I'm weary, I'm grateful, I'm whole." I take 5 minutes each night to breathe and give thanks. When I skip it, my sleep grows restless. Start small. Sit quietly after a meal, free of screens or noise. Let silence be your heart's gentle reset. These habits making peace, slowing down, seeking quiet lighten the mind and strengthen the body. They're not tasks, but invitations to live with ease. Gentle warriors find peace in stillness, nourishing both heart and soul. In our next tale, we'll enter the kitchen, where elders teach us to eat not by rules, but by honoring hunger and time. So breathe deeply, move gently, and meet me there. At 65, I've come to see food not as mere sustenance, but as a quiet act of connection to the body, to memory, to life itself. The longest living elders don't eat by strict rules. They eat with care, honoring hunger and time. In today's longevity tale, I share 2 gentle habits that reshaped my approach to meals, beginning with a simple bowl of miso in an Okinawan kitchen. Mrs. Aiko, 94 and still greeting the dawn, served me greens, sweet potato, and rice. When I reached for more, she gently stopped me, saying, "Harahachi buet until you're 80% full. Leave space for the gods." Her words lingered, revealing habit number 4. Stop at satisfaction. In Okinawa, meals end not at fullness, but at contentment. This practice, Harahachi bu, allows digestion to work unburdened, sparking autophagy cell's process of clearing damage and renewing themselves. Autophagy is your body's natural housekeeping. It clears out damaged parts inside your cells, helping you stay energetic and slow the aging process from the inside out. It recycles old cell parts, boosting energy and slowing aging. Overeating muffles these signals, leading to sluggishness and inflammation. But elders like Mrs. Aiko pause gracefully with a breath and a nod. Science supports this. Stopping short of full enhances metabolism and sleep. Try it. At your next meal, pause 2 bites early. Listen. Your body will whisper, "Enough." This isn't restraint, it's respect for your inner wisdom. Habit number 5. Align meals with daylight. Your body thrives on timing. Its circadian clock cues digestion, detoxification, and rest. This internal clock, your circadian rhythm, tells every organ when to work and when to rest. Eating in sync with daylight helps your body perform these tasks smoothly, like a well-conducted orchestra. Elders eat in harmony with this cycle. Light breakfast, hearty lunch, simple dinner before dusk. In London, Sarah, a 50-year-old accountant, shifted her dinners to 6 p.m. "Early meals help me sleep better," she said. Her energy reflects a body in tune with daylight. Research confirms that eating within a daylight window, say 8 a.m., to 6 p.m. stabilizes blood sugar and boosts recovery. Late meals disrupt this balance, taxing the body. Start small. Shift dinner earlier by an hour. Let your stomach rest as night falls, creating a restful break. Meals as moments of meaning. In Nagano, a widow sets 2 bowls each nighttone for her, one for her late husband. She eats slowly, smiling, and says, "I'm never alone at this table." Her words taught me that meals feed more than the body, they nurture the heart. Long-living elders don't tally calories. They savor connection, eating with presence, often with others. Ask yourself, do I eat with haste or with care? Each bite is a chance to heal, to remember, to belong. As we leave the table, our next tale explores movement not as exercise, but as a joyful dialogue with life. Join me there, with lighter steps and open hearts. Habit number 6, move with purpose. Elders don't train, they live actively. They walk to markets, sweep porches, or kneel in gardens, each motion steady and deliberate. This consistent, low-effort activity preserves mobility, the key to dignity. Science backs this. Regular movement stabilizes blood sugar, sharpens balance, and sustains independence. More than that, it keeps you present, reminding you you're still part of life's energy. No fitness plan is needed, just small acts. Stroll to a neighbor's gate, stretch at dawn, or fold laundry with care. Let each motion feel like a quiet affirmation of life. This practice awakens a deeper need to belong, which leads to habit number 7, foster small bonds. When centenarians share their secret to longevity, they speak of purpose and presence. My friend needs me, or I'm still useful. Connection, not solitude, fuels their vitality. Loneliness erodes health, raising inflammation and disrupting sleep. But even brief interactions, a call, a wave, a shared laugh restore balance. In New York, a young teacher, Miguel, texts a kind word to a colleague each morning. It's just a small note, he says, but it builds a bridge. In Sardinia, a 101-year-old delivers figs to his daughter daily just to see her smile. These acts weave them into life's fabric. You can start small, greet a neighbor, share a story, or listen to a friend. Each gesture anchors your heart. These habits, moving with purpose and fostering bonds, bring lightness to your days. Your steps grow steadier, your spirit more seen. Ask yourself, did I move today? Did I reach out? How can tomorrow feel more alive? Gentle warriors live not to conquer, but to cherish each moment's grace. In our final tale, we'll explore how to live fully, love deeply, and embrace life's impermanence. Until then, step lightly, connect boldly, and know your presence is a quiet gift. At 65, I've shifted from chasing more years to cherishing each moment with grace. The secret to a long life lies not in clinging tightly, but in living fully while accepting life's fleeting nature. In this final longevity tale, we turn inward to the wisdom elders share, embracing impermanence with a grateful heart. I once asked Dr. Natsum, a 100-year-old physician, if he feared death. He smiled and said, "I've walked beside it so long, its shadow feels like a friend." His peace came not from resisting the end, but from savoring the present. The longest living don't battle time, they welcome its changes. They release old fears, past hurts, or roles that no longer fit, making room for quieter joys. A 98-year-old woman taught me this as she poured tea for her late husband each morning, setting his cup beside hers. "He's gone," she said, "but love lingers in my hands. This is living lightly, carrying memories with warmth, not weight. Those who age beautifully embrace change with ease. They forgive swiftly, laugh freely, and speak kindly, unburdened by perfection. They shine not by shouting, but by being present, content to occupy just the space they need." In the quietest hearts I've known, I've often found one simple thread: gratitude. Not loud declarations, not long journals, just a small daily whisper, "Thank you." A retired nurse I once treated, now 88, told me she writes one word of gratitude on a slip of paper each morning and places it in a wooden bowl. Sunlight, knees, coffee, forgiveness. After years, the bowl is full. and so is her spirit. Science agrees studies show that even brief gratitude practices can lower blood pressure, improve sleep, and reduce depression in older adults. But the real gift isn't what it fixes, it's how it gently shifts our gaze toward what still matters. Try this. Each evening, write one word that makes your day brighter. Keep it by your bedside. Over time, these quiet words become a mirror of a life well noticed, a life well loved. Longevity isn't about defying death, it's about loving life so deeply that its end holds no fear. You don't need endless years, only deeper days, open to wonder and the quiet thrill of waking to say, I'm still here. If these tales have slowed your breath, eased your steps, or softened your view of aging, stay close. You don't need endless years, only deeper days, open to wonder, to change, to joy. If today's story helped you breathe more gently, the next will help you eat more wisely. We'll open the palm of longevity, where even a humble nut carries the quiet strength of elders. Come with me. Your next quiet gift may be no bigger than a seed. Until then, sip your tea slowly, greet the dawn, and let each moment be a quiet celebration.